Connecting to cloud. The webinar is now live. Well, welcome. How is everybody doing? I'm so excited to be here with you today. We're going to go ahead and get this call started in about 4 minutes. We have some exciting news to share. We have an extremely amazing special guest with us here, Mr. Nathan Williams, the creator, the developer of this brand new product that we call AIRO. AIRO is a fantastic manual indicator, but we're going to jump into the details of that in about another 3 minutes. Here's what I would do if I were you. If I was you right now, we got 64 people on the call. We have people joining, we got 70 people on the call. It is growing, it is exploding, it is happening right now. What I would do is make sure that I sent this link out to as many people as humanly possible. I know that some people are right now live streaming this or watching this on our Facebook group and one of the communities that we have on Facebook. If you're watching this live on Facebook, go ahead and smash that share button, but let somebody know about this AIRO product launch right now. We're going to be going into extreme detail about what it is that we have, how it's been working for some amazing people, and how it's going to be able to work for you immediately. So we're going to get this call started in about another 2 to 3 minutes. All right. Hey, listen, I don't know if y'all excited. I don't know if y'all understand exactly what's happening right now or how big of a deal it is, but I'm literally sending the link out to as many people as I can right now to learn about what's going on with AIRO. We have 91 people that are currently on this call live in this Zoom chat. But what I want you to do is to make sure that you're also on the Facebook chat as well, and that you're sharing this information about this call that we're having in a few minutes, because it is going to be some can't miss information. We have what we're doing here inside of Auvoria Prime, just making this entire process of trading in the financial markets just so much easier, so much simpler. We have the best marketplace. We actually have the only Forex marketplace with tools and indicators of this high quality, and we're launching another one today. I know that there might not have been a lot of information about what it is that we've been doing here with AIRO over the last few months, but I've been blessed to be one of the beta testers for this amazing software, and I got the opportunity to meet our special guest here a few months ago, and it's been a blessing to my life. I'm excited to see the masses be able to utilize this product that's really going to make trading just so much easier, and it has multiple strategies. So I'm just very excited. I want to get this call started, but they're telling me to wait at least until 3:05 Eastern time so that we make sure all of our live streaming services are absolutely active. We got people in the chat right now talking about they were beta testing AIRO. Listen, if you were beta testing this product at all, if you know anything about this product and you're excited about it, can we get some numbers in the chat? I don't care if it's a 1, I don't care if it's a 9, I don't care if it's a 6, but if you know about the power of what AIRO can do, I need you to let everybody else on this call know that I'm not the only person who's excited about this. I'm not the only person right now who's been waiting for this for months. I can't be the only one, because there was other people in the group too. So what I need you to do is to make sure that you are sharing this, because this information is very pivotal. All right. So now we're at our start time. All right. So we can get this thing rocking and rolling. For everybody who is on this call, who's already an active customer of Auvoria Prime, I'm sure you have probably 1, 2, or 3 different expert advisors currently working for you right now. But this is a little bit different. All right. So what we're doing is we're launching a product called AIRO. AIRO is our very first manual indicating software, okay? A lot of times we get a stigma as part of Auvoria Prime that we only work with expert advisors, and that couldn't be the furthest thing from the truth. Nathan's product, AIRO, is going to be the first of many different manual indicators or things on the more manual side of trading. But what's great about manual trading is that you have more control. You have the ability to start with less, and it gives you the option to trade at a much of different variety of what's going on, as opposed to just an EA. So this is something that's going to be great to do alongside of what you're already doing here with Auvoria Prime, or to be able to build a business just off manual trading itself. So it's very exciting. I know you guys are tired of hearing me. I want you guys to be able to learn more about this strategy. I want you guys to see some of the results of people using AIRO. So I'm going to swing this over to my partner, Mr. Nathan Williams. Nate, can you hear me? You there?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Good deal. Good deal.
All right, Nate, can you tell me a little bit about yourself and what do we have going on here with AIRO?
Sure. First of all, I just want to thank you for having me on the call and being able to speak to the people. Definitely blessed to be a part of the Auvoria Prime family. But quick background on myself. I'm a nerd. Been a nerd all my life. Degrees in mathematics. I've got a computer science, minor as well. Done a lot of programming over the years, and I've always told myself that I would never use my computer degree ever. And then fast forward 10 plus years later, till 2016 when I first started trading Forex, and come full circle till 2020. From when I first started until 2020, when I wanted to find a way to make trading easier for everyone. I had the opportunity to build something, utilizing my degree, and utilizing, just the knowledge that I gained from, trading the actual Forex exchange market. So real quick background on myself, just been trading Forex for 4 years, been trading or investing in the financial industry for 13 years though. So I've seen the charts and I had a good understanding of them before I got into Forex, and just, how the market moves, period. And, I've been an educator, again, with a degree in mathematics and a computer science degree as well. I've tutored. I've had to do, tutoring and training and teaching as a, teacher's aide through college and things of that nature. And so I've always had a mentality of teaching. My dad's a preacher, and his teaching mentality, kind of was ingrained into not only just myself, but my brother and my sister as well. And so it's always been my pleasure to teach others, to better themselves, in whatever it is, we want to. And I've had a passion to help others change their financial situations. And Forex is not just a popular way, but is a simple way to do so. And I wanted to make it even simpler because not everyone has the time to sit around and spend 30 hours a week, 50 hours a week, 100 hours a week on the chart. Not everybody has the opportunity to do so. They've got lives. So I wanted to make the trading experience a little easier to understand, comprehend, and hopefully and potentially what we've seen so far, in the past, make it easier for others, to make money as well.
Awesome, Nate. I'm really, really excited to hear some more details about AIRO. Can you go just a little bit more specifically onto what the strategy at an indicator is, or maybe like just give a quick demo as to how it works? Like, what's the expectation? Because the markets are closing. So if anybody who upgrades right now, what are they looking to get their hands on Sunday night when this goes live?
Sure. Let's hop into the charts real quick, and we can take a look here. Let me know when you can see the screen here.
Yes, sir.
All right, great. So this is MT4. For those who are on the call that have never seen MT4 or really a chart, we'll go into more in depth about this, later on. But this is an actual MetaTrader 4 chart here. This is what a typical chart looks like without the AIRO software. As you see, these. For those who don't know what these are called candlesticks. It's just price. Price goes up, price goes down. You don't really know when to get in, when to get out. However, when you throw on the AIRO software and you follow some of the simple rules, it allows you to kind of understand when you can actually get in. As you guys can see here, let me just zoom in real quick here. I have a simple strategy. I talk about it in the videos. We'll go a little more in depth, but it's called the B.A.G strategy. And it really is just an entry method. Everyone understands that B.A.G means get paid. Whatever the slang that you actually associate B.A.G with. But for me, B.A.G stands for something else. It stands for bounce, arrow, go. Everyone can see this here. Let me zoom out. Price has been going up, and what goes up must come down. So eventually, price has to come down. That's what it's been doing over the last few days. So when price starts to head back up, it bounces off of a red square here, a rectangle, whatever you want to call it. That is called resistance. Imagine that's the ceiling. When it bounces its head off the ceiling, it has to go only one way, and that's down. So when it heads down, if you happen to get an arrow on its way down, you enter into the trade. That's the bounce, arrow, go method. And then there is defined rules on, depending on what you're trading, when to take profit and exactly where to set your actual stop loss, where you control your actual risk. So real simple strategy. I talk about it in my videos. I showed my 10-year-old this strategy, and she was able to show me how to enter a trade using the B.A.G entry method on a whole completely different chart. And when she said that, and I realized it was a 10-year-old that was telling me how to use the B.A.G entry method, I realized I had something that was simple enough, for even the masses, to trade if the 10-year-old could understand it. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's 7 different ways to trade the indicator, but this way is the easiest and one of the most profitable ways. And then, of course, for those who are advanced traders, there are some advanced ways to trade this. based on, institutional trading, based on trend trading, things of that nature. So that's kind of how it works. For those who are curious, does this only work for Forex? Well, no, it's funny. And, next year you guys will see just how powerful the indicator is. But I'll give you a quick sneak peek. Here's a chart of gold. You see all these red zones. It's telling you that price is heading down. You don't need a trend line. Price is going down because you see more red zones than you do green zones. So that if you're going to trade with the trend, for all who don't know about that, if you're trading with the trend means you trade in the direction of where price is going. And you can clearly see here, price bounces head off the resistance. You got an arrow, candlesticks red, and you would have caught some significant pips. This is gold. This is the 5-minute chart. And for those who are like, okay, gold, okay, it works, okay, not bad. How about S&P 500? Because I know everyone wants to know, well, does it work on the indices? No one cares about Forex anymore. It's like, hey guys, you gotta walk before you crawl. But yes, it does work on indices. It does work on gold, oil, silver, Bitcoin, Ripple. Bitcoin and Ripple have been big for the last couple of weeks. Dante, I think you had a little fun with Ripple not too long ago. So it works on those as well. Follow the simple strategies, and we have some fun.
Nathan, that's very, very exciting. So I'm gonna give you a couple more questions that I think that would be great to our base right now before we open up any questions to anybody else. So are you saying that somebody brand new who may not know much about trading at all, this might be their first experience, that you would recommend them starting on the Forex pairs and then getting more advanced into indices and stuff like that after they've had some experience? Or like, what is your mindset as far as what pairs should somebody brand new be trading utilizing the strategy, and what time frames and why?
Sure. So from a brand new standpoint, this is what I tell everyone that's brand new. There have been over 100 individuals that have actually utilized the software, before today. As far as the beta test groups, there's been multiple groups. And what I teach them is, first, you want to start off on a demo account. You just want to understand how the software works when you're running it live. It looks great when it's not live, but when it's live, you want to see how it works live. So you start off with a demo account. Doesn't matter what the amount, but I always tell everybody, treat your demo account like a real account. So start off with what you're going to start off with. The Forex markets, most brokers allow you to start with $50. I recommend everybody to start off at least $100. $100, I believe, is a good point. It's enough where, enough money to actually see some significant results. And it's not enough money to where if you lose it all, you're going to be, sleeping outside. But you can see some serious gains from it. And then from there, yes, start off with the actual Forex pairs because they are less volatile than the indices and gold and cryptocurrency. But then, they're also more stable as well because more money flows through those. And then from there, as far as time frames, Forex pairs, 15-minute time frame. The indicator works on any time frame. Doesn't matter. Depends on your strategy. If you are a swing trader, intraday trader, you can go to the higher time frames. I teach beginners to scout because I believe that if you can learn how to consistently catch 5, 10, 15, 20 pips, then over time, you'll naturally figure out that, hey, you're okay or you like to hold trades long term because you see the long term trend. But starting off as a beginner, just get your feet wet. Understand how the market moves. Understand how to open a trade, how to close a trade, how to catch your profits, how to manage your risk, things of that nature. So 15 minutes is what I recommend for Forex pairs. Everything else that's more volatile, I recommend on the 5-minute chart, just because they are volatile. And on the lower time frames, you still have some good movement. However, you reduce your risk from the standpoint of your drawdown. The entries are more precise on the lower time frames. Therefore, you have less drawdown, meaning that you won't risk too much of your account as long as you're following the rules.
Very, very exciting stuff here, Nate. So basically, as of Sunday, anybody will be able to use AIRO and be able to pretty much kind of like sit around and plug in on the 24-hour basis and get trades if they know how to use this strategy after they practice it. What are you doing? Are you going to be doing any coaching sessions? Are you going to be like, what's your strategy to help people who don't understand the strategy just as of yet and are looking for some more hand holding?
Sure. So every Sunday, we'll have a call, 10 Eastern, 9 Central, 7 Pacific. And that call will be more or less just going over the basics, setting up your chart. Some, want their charts to look just like mine. Some just need to know how to set it up. So we'll go over how to set up your chart. We'll go over the basic strategies, of the actual software itself. Right now on the actual website, there's only 1 out of 7 strategies posted. I want everybody to understand the basics, understand the B.A.G entry, because that is the base of how you trade the indicator. And then every week from the day we launched, which was officially, I guess, yesterday, so every Thursday for the next 6 weeks, I'll drop another video showing you the next evolution or the next strategy on how to actually trade this indicator until we have all 7 out. And so every Sunday at 10 Eastern, we'll have a call just to go over the basics. Now, as we continue to grow, and I'm going to make it relatively soon, whether it be next week or the week after, I want to start providing something that is significant and slightly different, for the others, because I want everybody, to understand and have more time with me and other traders that have done very well with the software, have more time with us on the charts live. And so, won't give too much details, but we'll be having some live Zoom room sessions. So I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to give too much out. Just know that it's going to be more of a movement than it is anything else. I mean, it's just ensuring that everyone is understanding how to use the software, understanding how to trade. That's the number 1 goal. And that just means more times on the charts. And so we'll be starting off. I probably will have a call myself. I'll start off this coming Wednesday. We'll be live on the charts starting at I'm Central Standard Time here in Texas, so starting at midnight Central Standard Time, and we will get it started and jump into London session, and then we'll grow from there. So I'm not going to give everything out, but I think once it starts to come to fruition, you guys will understand the power of these live Zoom rooms, and the fun that we're going to have with them.
All right, so you're saying just for everybody, for the people in the back. So Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern, live call every week for beginners. And then this Wednesday, you're hosting a live call at 12 Central Standard, which is 1 Eastern, to do some live trading in London session. And then every Thursday for the next 7 weeks, you're going to be releasing another way to be able to trade this strategy. I'm just confirming?
That is correct. All true.
Okay, awesome. All right, so this is great information. Before, I have some people asking some pretty good questions here. If you guys have questions, can you put them in the question and answer, and I'll be able to ask Nate the good ones. I know, Nate, that you had some individuals that wanted to come share their experience using this indicator and the B.A.G strategy. Was there anybody specifically that I could go grab from our that's watching right now to kind of come on and really share their testimony? I remember Jackie was one of them, along with oh yeah, here's Derek as well. So I'm going to swing over Derek, and then we can jump right into this.
Jackie should be on the call. So yeah, Derek and Jackie were two of the bright shining stars in the group. Everyone had fun in the group. But those two have definitely stated that they would definitely willing to be jump on and talk about their experience.
Perfect. They are both being upgraded right now. Whoever gets on can go ahead and begin.
And while you bring it up, guys, I want to explain why it's great to have testimonials from others. I can show you guys my FX books of my account. I can show you guys screenshots of my results, but it doesn't matter about what I did. Of course, I created the software, so you guys will probably say, well, he's supposed to have great results because it's his software. That's why it's better to have people that have never heard or met me before. They heard about the AIRO software, had never seen it, and had never used it. And let them tell you about their experience and potentially show you their results, because that's what matters, is that others can win with it. Because I think you'll feel more comfortable utilizing the software yourself if you know that others were just as successful as myself, if not more.
Well, that's awesome, Nate. We're going to go ahead and swing it over in 1 second. Let me just say this before I get a very upset email later. These results that we're going to share are not guaranteed. There are no results that are from Auvoria Prime of any one individual's account that represent the entirety of anybody using one product. There are no results guaranteed. And we're going to go ahead and swing it to Mr. Derek Alexander to share a little bit about his story using the B.A.G strategy for the last few months.
Hey, can you hear me, Dante?
Yes, sir.
Hey guys, what's going on? Yeah, so little preface to some of this. I really recommend Sundays. You guys are getting on these calls because I know a lot of Auvoria Prime focuses on technology that creates the power of different softwares that a lot of times here in the areas outside the United States, You can leverage the software taking those initial trades. And if you're in the United States, all you have to do is click a button. But there's a lot of power in leveraging an indicator, one like this. So for me, I've tried other indicators in the past pretty consistently. And there was one trend that I noticed with every single indicator that I tried was that the indicator would give some type of alert or signal or notification. And when it did that, I would have to then go into my charts. I'd have to find out the pair. I'd have to, do some type of intelligence, right? I have to gather some type of intelligence and then make the trade. And what would happen is I would always be told like, oh, you just get this alert, you put your info in, and then you're good to go and take the trade, you make money. But it never really happened for me. What would happen is I'd get some type of signal or indication to go into my my MT4 and go to my charts. And then I would look at the indication that was being shown, and it always required like more analysis for me on my part that I had to do. I never would be like, oh, I should take this, or maybe I shouldn't take this, or do I know whether or not I should take this? It was always vague. It was always like a gray area. So what happened is I wouldn't really know if I should take the trades, and I wasn't taking my trades with the indicators, not with this one, but with past ones with confidence. And you all know when you're taking trades in the foreign exchange markets, if you're not initiating trades with confidence and with certainty, then you're never going to want to use a product like that because you're constantly going to be wondering, checking your MP4 and not feeling really secure with it. So with some of you guys that have been on this call that have seen the way this strategy works, it's very black and white. And what I noticed with the way Nate created this is when I started getting these indicators to look at my different charts, I was able to pop in and it was very black and white. I would go, oh, okay, that doesn't give all the confirmations needed to take this trade. Don't need to do it. And there'd be other times I go, oh, that literally shows every confirmation. Perfect. I can take it. And within a week, I had taken probably 10 different trades with this same exact system. And pretty much 8 or 9 out of those trades I was taking before I went to bed. I had my take profit set, I had my stop loss set, and I would just go to bed. And every single one but one, and the one that I failed on was because it was when I first started. And again, I had a stop loss set, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But every other one, I woke up in the morning hitting my take profit. And for someone that doesn't manually trade, and for someone that doesn't have this vast experience manually trading in Forex, but still being profitable with EAs, this has been super exciting because it allows every person to be able to have a clear indication of, I need to take the trade, confident in it because of all the different confirmations, or, oh, the confirmations aren't there, so I don't do it. So I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's really powerful for people. I think my biggest thing, last thing I'll say before I pass it back to you, Dante, is for those of you that are not manual traders, that don't have a vast understanding of Forex, get this product. Get this product for 2 reasons. One, because it is extremely beneficial for those of you that are not Forex traders. It is designed for people that are not Forex traders. And as you do this, it's going to hold your hand and kind of take you down the street and walk you across the street and show you, look, it's not as intimidating as it needs to be. The most successful Forex traders, they have certain patterns and disciplines they practice, they gather all the right intelligence, and then they initiate with confidence and they secure their bag. So that's the first thing. The second thing that I would tell people on this call is for those of you that have some type of trading experience or know even a little bit about trading, this is a game-changing product. This is a crazy, unique, powerful product that is going to absolutely give you a huge advantage when you're taking trades that is going to be very different than what you've seen with Auvoria Prime prior. So I'm super excited about AIRO. I know Jackie has some amazing testimonials as well, but it's been awesome to see this get implemented so quickly to the marketplace. And I'm excited to see all different testimonials of people that are using this strategy post in all of our different results groups. So guys, again, thank you for having me on. Dante, I'm passing it right back to you. And I'm excited to see all the people lock in with AIRO and get this thing and start securing another bag on top of the EAs that we have rocking with us. Thank you guys.
Yes, sir, Derek. Thank you so much for that analysis. I really, really appreciate your perspective of just not really being a manual trader at all and making sure I'm really utilizing this product and having just such a genuine experience of using it, setting your take profits before you go to bed, waking up to see what it is. I love to hear things like that. Now we're going to swing it over to Mrs. Jackie. And I love Jackie because I love the post that she makes. She is somebody who just clearly has an experience in trading prior, but was coming into checking out what the AIRO product does with maybe a slight bit of skepticism and just wondering if it was really going to do with some of the things that she had heard. But I've been blown away by her documentation of her results of utilizing the product. So I'm going to swing it over to you, Jackie. Can you just tell the people a little bit about your experience with AIRO?
Hi, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, so what's up, everybody? Look, I gotta tell you, when I got put in the beta test group for this indicator, I was like, what are they about to do here? And what are we about to get into? Because I'm a manual trader first and foremost. I do trade with the EAs, and I tell everyone the key to success is to utilize manual trading for active income and EAs for passive income. So you dominate the markets both ways. If you only use one, you leaving money on the table in the other fashion. And me, I don't play no games in these markets. I'm about catching that bag at all times. Okay. This indicator, I'm excited for two reasons. I actually only ever used one manual trading strategy for the last 4 years. Then I got AIRO wedge alerts, and now I got this. When I started trading with the B.A.G, I was focused on currency pairs. I said, okay, we're going to work on the 15-minute chart, and it's very simple. Bounce off a zone, see the arrow, and go. That's the simplest way you can do with this trading, right? But here's the thing. Nathan introduced me to utilizing this indicator on the indices. I was already trading gold. I was already trading oil. But when he put that on S&P 500 and told me that I can catch 50 pips per trade, can I tell y'all, he revolutionized my trading completely. Everybody that know me know that I have a compound plan that I use in trading. I only catch 75 pips a week for financial freedom. That's it. I don't trade every day. I don't need to, but I'm always looking for the easiest way to catch my pips. And if you don't know what pip is, pip equals money, pretty much, okay? So if I'm only catching 75 pips a week, and he just gave me a trade that I can catch 50 pips one time, how many trades do I need to take a week in order for me to make my golden? Just two. And if you're looking at the screen right now, how many arrows do you see in a day? There's more than two. I got 4 to 5 opportunities to make my pips for the week in one day. Okay? And you could do it with as low as $100. Come on, y'all. I was so excited with that. And then on top of that, I had the results and I was posting them in the group. And I'm like, dang, I'm catching 50 pips every single time. That's like 90% trading winning accuracy. You know how hard it is to find a strategy to do that? I did that on wedge alerts, and it took me 2 to 3 months to come up with that strategy. And he just gave me an indicator that's going to give it to me. That's why I'm so excited about this. Plus, he got multiple ways to trade this. I was in the group. He had 5 at the time, and he just told y'all there's 7. So he blew me away with 2 additional ways that he's going to tell us how to make money with this. What? And out of the 5 that we originally got, I was using 3. Okay? And I love each and every one of them. And here's the other thing I got to tell y'all. You could trade with this thing in any freaking session. You do not have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and trade London session and catch your pips. You don't have to. You should if you want to make some money, because what they say, all the money, most 80% of the money that's traded is during the London and New York sessions. If you want to make money in trading, you got to be in those sessions, right? However, you don't want to get up at 3 a.m. You don't have to. I'm only trading the New York session now. I don't get up no more. What for? If I just told y'all I'm making 75 pips a week and I got to catch 50 pips per trade on S&P 500, plus I'm about to put this thing on NASDAQ, y'all, and everybody that's in Pipology know what we've been doing with NASDAQ, okay? And this indicator is about to come over here and we're going to blow that away too. We all catching pips on that, right? What do I need to waste my time for? The whole point in utilizing trading software in order to make your trading more efficient is to make it easier for you. You got to work smarter and not harder. I tell y'all, I don't play no games in these markets, but you got to be serious about your trading too. You a brand new person to trading, and this is the first thing you get. I wish I had this thing when I first got started. Come on, y'all. And then on top of that, I want any of y'all can holler at me on Telegram. I will give you the compound plan to start with $100 or $500 or $1,000. You will take 12 months and have you a six-figure income using this freaking indicator. I'm telling y'all, I'm serious. I don't want y'all to be late. Please don't sleep on this, because a lot of people think that trading is a scam. Trading ain't no scam. I live off of my trading. Okay? And I don't care what no one say, you leaving money on the table. And if your concern is, oh, how long is it going to take me to learn this? I just told you, bounce off of a zone. He's showing you the zones on the screen. Look at the freaking arrow. Take the dang trade. That's it. That's the simplest strategy. And then he got 6 more. And then on top of that, on those Zoom calls that he's going, first of all, how many times have you got an indicator and the developer going to sit there and talk to you about what they developed and teach you how to use it properly? Come on, y'all. Don't waste your time and effort on nonsense. Focus on software that actually works. Focus on a community that will actually help you trade, win, and grow from it. Okay? But I'm going to stop preaching to y'all now, and I'm going to give it back to Dante. But I just want to make sure that y'all all heard me with this. Please go get this indicator, y'all. And holler at me on Telegram. We're going to be having Zoom sessions. We all going to be doing this. We're going to be trading live together. We catching pips with this thing, y'all. Don't leave money in these markets. Guess what? And guess what? You want to know what last thing I'm going to tell y'all? The reason why I'm not scared to tell y'all about this and why I don't care if y'all make money on this is because this is a $1 trillion market. I'm going to catch my pips. I'm going to make my money. So why do I need to worry about whether you making yours? We all can eat off of this.
Wow. Jackie, thank you so much. Your energy was literally just refreshing and even just reminding me how powerful this thing really is. I love your mindset and understanding already that it doesn't. A lot of times people think that you need to make $1 million a day in trading to be profitable. And I love the mindset of understanding and having a weekly goal, a weekly pip target. Like that just shows the level of trading, a trader that you are and how serious it is that you take your own business when it comes to trading and being somebody who's already 4 years experience in the market, but raving about a product that's just hitting a market now that increases your profitability is incredible. Nate, I got some pretty good questions here from some people in the chat. So I'm going to just address them because I feel like I know a lot of the answers here, but I wanted to address them publicly for everybody who was asking. First, somebody asked me what time was the call. The call is going to be Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. And then he's doing a live training, this London session on Wednesday at about, he said, midnight Central Standard Time. I got a lot of people asking, oh, what was the results? Can I see an FX book or something along that lines? One thing I want everybody to realize too is that we all kind of got thrown into this beta chat as manual traders, and nobody is looking to take the data that you're doing from a beta test chat for a manual indicator and then look to show that on an FX book. So even for myself personally, like I was trading it live on my own accounts, but those are accounts that I trade manually on anyway. I would say the best thing to do would be to try it out for the next week. And if you don't like it, then don't use it. But I would be blown away by anybody who plugs into these calls this week and really tries it out. And at least goes and gives it an attempt on your own. So I'm excited about that. I see somebody said, will this indicator be available with the 14-day access pass? That I'm not sure about because it's different than the EAs. And you want to make sure that people are limited to only using demo accounts when they have the access to the 14-day pass. Somebody said, what's the monthly price? It's the same as getting an expert advisor. So you're just adding another tool to your marketplace. So if you have a bronze subscription, you can upgrade to silver and then utilize that silver subscription on the indicator and then keep the bronze on whatever software you're already currently using. Some people are asking some specific things about the arrows and the strategy and how it actually works. It's very simple. When you see, there are also things here just to give this to everybody because everybody's looking at what you have on the screen, Nate, and they're kind of confused. They're like, well, I see arrows going up to the block and would I take that trade and stuff like that. There are also like Derek said, that there's things that let you know not to take the trade. So if you see an arrow pointing up into one of the blocks that are already zoned off, I'm not looking at that as a potential trade. So don't look at every arrow and think that. From my own personal experience, again, no results are guaranteed for anybody ever at any point in time with trading. But I was winning about 81, 82% of my trades. And again, that was me personally. And that was because I was also trading a little aggressively, using some bigger lot sizes and closing out a little earlier for some of my losses. So you see somebody like Jackie, who had our documentation a little bit more organized. It was very, very impressive. But I wanted to answer a couple of these questions. Said, does the indicator let you know when to take profit? It's more of a personal choice. Nate teaches a strategy to where it's a 40 pip stop loss and a 20 pip take profit. But again, you have the best part about manual trading is that you have full control. Like I understand how to count my own pips, and we want everybody to get to that point to where you can take a trade as long as you want based on your own personal analysis with the comfortability that you get. Nate, do you have anything else that you wanted to add before we go ahead and close this call? Because we're excited and we want everybody to know that we're going to host another call very similarly to this with some other beta testers tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, this indicator, this is huge news for a couple of reasons. Again, like Jackie said, the ability to trade multiple different pairs, indices, cryptos, like those things are huge for people who are brand new to trading, are going to fall in love with the ability to scout so easily and effortlessly on the 15-minute chart. But people who are a little bit more experienced, maybe do intraday and swing trading, like I'm excited as a swing trader because I'm looking forward to putting the same indicator on the daily or the 4-hour chart and then being able to take overall direction trades and see like you see this win here right off of the last arrow that happened, Nate. If you look at that right there on the 4-hour chart, the pip count between those two zones, it's a very simple bounce arrow go strategy, immediate entry. And how many pips is that? 140 pips. Like that's easy money. And I'm looking forward for opportunities like that amongst the entirety of the community. I'm going to be hosting a lot of my own personal live trading sessions. You're going to see the shift in Auvoria Prime slightly to people being more active, just like Jackie said, with having some people having your active income be more of like manual active trading, and then looking at your expert advisor trading accounts too, you know what I mean, as more long-term and more like your savings account, kind of like on steroids ish. So I'm excited. I'm hoping that this call was able to bring you guys some massive amounts of value. We have a lot of information coming out about AIRO. If you go to purchase AIRO right now and you go inside your back office, it will be the trainings are already uploaded inside of the AP Academy, along with the Telegram that Nathan will be communicating with the majority with. What I would do right now is that make sure that we have some attendance on our call that we're going to do tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. If you're looking for more details, if you're looking for more documentation, we're going to save that information for our call tomorrow. So I would get on there. I would make sure that anybody that you know that is a manual trader that's looking for more help, or somebody who's brand new to trading that maybe can't afford the price or what it costs to put into one of our software. So it might be better for them to get into manually trading. Think about that. Think outside the norm of what we already have here created inside of Auvoria Prime, because our vision, our goals are expanded much beyond what the majority of people believe that we're capable of right now. So I wanted to say again, Nate, that I'm so thankful and grateful that you decided to partner with Auvoria Prime. For those who don't know, Nathan had many other opportunities and places that wanted to get their hands on this same indicator that's available for you for $99. This same tool was going to be put on multiple different platforms and opportunities at higher prices. And Auvoria Prime made sure that we were able to work this out with him, so that way the field of this community base can really be able to utilize this and be able to have extreme success inside the markets.